Elon Musk is known throughout the world not only for his billionaire status, but also for being a highly futuristic individual. With a host of companies that he has either founded or been a part of, he has displayed this virtue time and again. For instance, he had the idea of PayPal much before the digital revolution in the payment space had spread on a scale as wide as today. From there onwards, he has gone on to establish companies such as Tesla, known for its electric vehicles, and SpaceX, which specializes in building affordable rockets with an eventual aim of colonizing Mars and the Moon. He has also ventured into companies like Starlink, which aims to provide pretty affordable satellite internet to humankind. Another of his ventures, Neuralink, aims at utilizing the cognitive capabilities of the human brain by adding artificial chipsets in them. Musk's companies are also involved in the production of humanoid robots and other super cool and futuristic stuff related to artificial intelligence. In fact, all his life, Musk has moved with the aim of making the lives of humans on Earth more and more comfortable. And for the purpose, he doesn't hesitate one bit in utilizing technology. Musk himself is an engineer by profession and is actively involved in the technical aspects of all of his ventures. For a man donning so many hats at once, it is only imperative to assume he might be planning to take up newer challenges upon himself. After all, he aims to establish human colonies on other planets and wants space tourism to grow at a fast pace. If his vision is to be believed, SpaceX will facilitate going to the space in the same way Boeing facilitates going on your average summer holiday. But has Musk himself visited space himself? The answer is no. It might be strange, but that's the truth. Unlike his billionaire counterparts, like Richard Branson, who visited space recently aboard his Virgin Galactic spacecraft, or his #1 rival Amazon boss Jeff Bezos, who went to space in a crewed mission aboard his Blue Origin spaceship, Musk has still now never planned a mission to the extraterrestrial world, at least for himself. On the day when SpaceX's first space tourists were launched, Elon Musk was present at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida to see them off. He was even seen cheering as the private astronauts walked to the Teslas that were designated to take them to suit up for the mission. And just after they landed safely, having orbited the Earth about 4 to 5 times, Musk was present again to congratulate them in person. In fact, the Inspiration 4 mission marked SpaceX's 4th successful human spaceflight. SpaceX says that the company wants to keep flying paying customers. Undoubtedly, in this era of space race among private companies, Musk's SpaceX has pulled ahead on essentially every factor but one, giving the CEO himself a lift above the atmosphere. The question lies that when Branson did it, Bezos did it. Why hasn't Musk himself flown yet? After all, he is the only person in the world who can, if he really wants to, fly his own rocket into orbit. If he desires, he could even spend an entire week on the Dragon capsule, just soaking up on the views. After flying on SpaceX's Dragon capsule, Musk indeed can call himself an astronaut, technically. If you are thinking he might be avoiding the unnecessary risk, you might be wrong. Musk has demonstrated to be quite the risk taker. In 2015, he stood upright atop a flying plane to complete a stunt called a wing walk. And yet, Musk has remained firmly on Earth while his rich friends are orbiting the Earth. As to why he hasn't chosen to go is a question only Musk himself can answer, and he's a hard person to reach. Some reporters try to connect to Musk on Twitter, where the business magnate is seen active frequently, touching down upon the issue. But it seems Musk is not too interested in providing any immediate answers. Maybe Musk doesn't find it very impressive to go to low Earth orbit, where a fleet of satellites and the International Space Station is present, and is the place where most astronauts who have been to space have spent their time already been to. Musk has always been a high aimer. He is known to be focused on the Moon and on Mars. According to him, humanity should already have a base on the lunar surface, and as a matter of fact, he founded SpaceX 2 decades ago, only because he was severely disappointed at NASA's lack of progress on a Mars mission. Musk's goal still remains reaching and building a city on Mars, as he aims to make humans a multi-planetary species. Clearly, he is not only interested in the thrill of it. Musk has also said in the past that he does intend to fly on a Dragon one day. But it might be more suitable to his style to choose one such journey that signifies a major step in human expansion into space. According to sources, Musk might be boarding one of the first crewed flights of Starship, the spacecraft that SpaceX is developing to reach the Moon and Mars. That event would certainly be a lot more momentous. Also, unlike his rivals, Bezos and Branson, Musk doesn't necessarily have something very urgent to prove about the capability of his rockets and capsules. SpaceX is already one of the most reliable spaceflight companies in the world, with its Falcon 9 rocket being considered an industry superpower. For perspective, Bezos wanted to send out a message that if the Blue Origin was safe for him, it would also be safe for his customers. Musk, on the other hand, has already demonstrated SpaceX's safety time and again with the launch of professional astronauts. Neither is Musk the showman that Branson has always been and Bezos has gone on to become. Plus, before he takes that coveted flight, Musk still has too much business here on Earth. Soon after meeting with the Inspiration 4 crew in Florida, he quickly returned to South Texas, where SpaceX's engineers and technicians are working nonstop on building a Starship. Musk desires to launch a prototype into orbit as soon as the end of this year itself. Also simultaneously, Musk is also pushing hard for his electric car development with his other beloved company, Tesla. Unlike SpaceX, Tesla is a publicly traded company, complete with a designated board of directors. And while Musk hasn't already been the best-behaved CEOs, space travel will be a whole different dimension to venture for him personally and would be akin to reaching a whole new level of going rogue. Bezos had to step down from his role as the Amazon CEO just days before his flight. And although he told the media that he could have taken this flight as CEO of Amazon and it would have been absolutely fine, still there was a good amount of speculation that his space trip was considered too risky for someone in his position. An orbital spaceflight is altogether an entirely different story, with more and much larger risks. According to several former SpaceX employees, it is suspected that Musk probably wouldn't want to fly to space until he feels that Tesla and SpaceX can do fine, even without his personal contributions. Although there is nothing to fear as such, given the fact that SpaceX's crewed missions so far have gone beautifully, however, the work is still considered dangerous. However safe, there still are chances for a mishap as rockets can explode after all, and Musk must have already calculated the hazards. Even however small, the hazards clearly outweigh any potential benefits. Even if SpaceX is able to reach Mars in his lifetime, Musk probably won't go as one of the first people on the Red Planet. Although he has earlier said that he would like to die on Mars, just not on impact, and the first visit will always be the riskiest. Also, it's hard to imagine Musk, who is widely known for his excruciatingly long work weeks, to retire from his other pursuits or even being able to taking a week-long vacation in low Earth orbit. If he wants to stay behind long enough, the person who is wanting to profoundly reshape humankind's presence in space might not make it there himself. But again, you never really know with Musk. If anything, he is highly unpredictable in terms of professional success. And if he catches hold of a rather momentous moment, he can announce any day that he will be going to board on the next Dragon spaceship and will in fact go to the space station himself. After all, who knows? Many have already given up on trying to predict exactly what Elon is going to do a long time ago. That is all for today. If you liked the video, press like and also share the video with your friends. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.